Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1991 movie Chains of Gold. So this movie follows a social worker named Scott Barnes who is trying to help this kid Tommy from getting involved in street gangs and drugs when he is kidnapped by this drug dealer named Carlos, and we find out that they run this organization called YIP that deals with giving out cocaine and stuff, and they use these kids to be their drug dealers and stuff, and they take Tommy and have him trying to sell cocaine and stuff, but he's involved with this gang and stuff, and Scott is trying to find him and save him from Carlos and get him off the streets and back home where he'll be safe and stuff. This is a pretty good movie. I had only seen this one a couple times, and I'd forgot how much I really enjoyed this one. This has a really good performance from John Travolta. This is one of the movies that he did in the early 90s. It was kind of a direct-to-video movie because his career was not doing very good at that time, but I actually think he gave a really good performance in this movie, and I don't know how much he did with this movie, but he did help write it too, so I think that he wanted to be a lot more involved in this movie, and you can kind of tell it and everything because he's really good in here. The story is pretty good too. It is kind of filled with cliches and stuff. You kind of know where everything is going to go. It's really predictable, which kind of sucks, but it's still pretty well written and everything. And it's only an hour and a little bit over an hour and a half, and it flies by really quickly. The pacing is done really good and everything. It keeps you engaged in the story and wanting to see him save this kid and everything. And I will say it is on a low budget, so there are some things about it could have been made a little bit better and everything, but they had to do what they could with the budget they had. And there is some really corny dialogue in here too, which I wonder if some of that stuff is some of the stuff that John Travolta might have wrote in there. I don't know, but the dialogue is a little corny at times, but it's still a pretty decent movie. It's kind of weird at times and everything because it's not something you normally see him in, but I think it's a fun movie, and not one of, like I said, it's not one of John Travolta's very best performances, but it is a really good one and a pretty underrated performance from him, and it's a pretty underrated movie. That being said, it's not one of my very most favorite movies either, though. Like I said, the predictability kind of just takes it down from something I don't want to watch all the time. There's a lot of other movies that are like it. We've seen similar movies like Man on Fire that do this story a little bit better and stuff, but this is still pretty decent. So I'd say I'd give Chains of Gold a 7.5 out of 10. It's really enjoyable, but not the best movie ever, not the worst either. It's just, when it comes to John Travolta's movies, this is one of the ones that's just pretty good, and everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of Chains of Gold, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.